In a sun-drenched valley nestled between rolling hills, there lay a village where time moved as slowly as the creek that wound through its meadows. Here, an aging farmer named Elias lived with his donkey, Samson. Once a tireless worker, Samson's strength had faded with the years, his gray muzzle and stiff legs marking the passage of time. Though Elias no longer relied on him, he granted the old donkey the freedom to roam the fields. A small kindness for decades of loyalty. One afternoon, while grazing near the outskirts of the village, Samson's hoof caught on a loose stone. He stumbled, tumbling into a forgotten well hidden by overgrown weeds. The fall left him dazed, trapped in the damp darkness, his hooves slipping against moss-slick walls. Desperate, he brayed, a mournful cry that echoed through the stillness. The sound reached a passing neighbor who rushed to Elias's cottage. "Your donkey's in the old well," he panted. Elias gathered a dozen villagers, their lanterns bobbing like fireflies as they hurried to the site. Peering down, they saw Samson, his coat matted with dirt, eyes wide with terror. Ropes were lowered, but the well's narrow walls thwarted every attempt to hoist him. Men took turns digging at the edges, but the ancient stones held firm. As dusk painted the sky in hues of violet, Elias sank to his knees. "He's too old," he murmured, voice heavy. "Even if we free him, he'll not last the winter. Better to end his suffering now." The villagers hesitated. "Fill the well," Elias insisted, thrusting a shovel into the earth. "Bury him quickly." The first clods of soil struck Samson's back like a death knell. He shuddered, braying louder, but the dirt kept falling. Then instinct surged, a primal will to survive. He shook violently, dislodging the soil from his hide. The earth pooled at his hooves, rising steadily. Shake, step up, shake, step up. Each shovelful became a foothold. The higher the dirt climbed, the closer Samson rose to the rim. Pain burned in his legs, but he pressed on, driven by the memory of sunlit fields and the injustice of betrayal. Above, the villagers worked in grim silence, unaware of the rebellion unfolding below. As the last light faded, Elias leaned over the well, expecting silence. Instead, a shadow surged upward. Samson, caked in grime but eyes blazing, vaulted over the edge. The crowd gasped, stumbling back as the donkey landed with a thud. For a heartbeat, man and beast locked eyes, Elias's face pale with shame, Samson's trembling with fury. Then, with a flick of his ragged tail, Samson trotted past the villagers, disappearing into the twilight. But the villagers never forgot the donkey's lesson. 1. Turn suffering into strength. Life's heaviest burdens can become stepping stones if we refuse to be crushed by them. 2. Betrayal is a mirror. Those who discard you in your darkest hour reveal their own worth, not yours. 3. Resilience is a choice. When no one comes to save you, save yourself, one shaken-off setback at a time.